get a rebuttal, but with that 1 point up in Voodoo Restoration, Solo, not only does he dodge the Illuminate, but he also gains more life back towards both No One and himself. Meaning Fenrir cannot get the rebuttal. Top lane shots, Lanham looking for defense. The dual breath is already connected with the clap. Lanham will fall. Get a rebuttal. All I have to do is just say, haven't really felt Restoration. Solo, not only does he dodge the Illuminate, but he also gains more life back.
Penitence, you get out of position. Jakiro does a pretty ridiculous amount of damage. You don't see it too often in the core roll.
Meaning Fenrir,
but when you do get your levels so quickly, your spells do add up very quickly.
The dual breath is already connected with these type of stats later on. We have one. All I have to do is just say, Ari's now in full DPS when throwing a half minutes into the game.
But he also gains more life back. Penitence shows you get out of position. Jakiro does a pretty ridiculous amount of damage. You don't see it too often in the core roll. Almost 7 at the front half minute when you do get your levels.
That's so much experience. Normally,
your spells do add up very quickly.
How much you gain in the first 5 minutes when you with these type of stats later on. But in this case, just how much he's getting out of range when he's bailed out. He goes into the Illuminate, but he's the same lane having
I wanted to watch you get out of position. Jakiro does a pretty ridiculous amount of damage. He pretty much has it available off them on the clock. Almost 7 at the front half minute when you do get your levels.
That's so much experience. Normally, you're on the run with the defense, how much you gain in the first 5 minutes when you with these type of stats later on. And they actually moved 11 to the top lane. So no, that was exactly the timing they wanted to have this happen.
He wants to make sure that Paparazzi can farm. He doesn't want him to get pressured here is what I read from move 11. Because he cleared one of his big stacks and then he instantly went toward the top lane.
There's also something too, we saw Liquid Prior, they went against the Broodmother having the coddle, that they actually let GH get a lot of extra farm and left on that off lane. Just let him defend with the Illuminate spam and gain 4 levels, obviously going to be the better to defend against the Broodmother. It was a different scenario because it wasn't a mid brood, it was an off lane brood. So it's a little bit more defense to fight, like trees to hide in.
6 minutes, Veil of Discord picked up with a bottle. Level 8 up.
Holy crap, he's going up towards the top lane too. They want to go for the fight. The Observer will see this coming, but thanks to the fact that Solo and Roger are on the top lane, oh, they're already sending Solo back. Roger sacrificing himself. Once again, Lanham on point with the shards, locking in and so heavy commitment, but they're also killing off the Chen army. But this is buying time for Broodmother. Actually, it's not even really, like Broodmother's attacking the mid tower, but she's sticking around.
She's doing, it's all about the efficient play here. It's get the creep wave, go to the Ancients. Ancients, most experience, so you always want to be abusing Ancients.
You know, this is actually when I feel really happy. I mentioned in game 2 about Ori's hero pool. I'm very happy to see him not on a Death Prophet, but having a hero where he can really start to style a little bit more. A Blink Dagger, a Veil this early on. This is a lot of kill potential. This is a lot of problems for heroes like the Witch Doctor who could just get picked, or heroes like Chen who, because they've spent so much time on the top lane, haven't found as many levels as they probably would have liked.
Even Gyro can be susceptible to a lot of Magic Burst early on. He starts getting a bit more items, it's a little less pressured, but we do see that rotation. Ori bottom has the Veil, they've got level 2 Illuminate.
They can try and fight No One before he can pick up those treads. He has the money for it, which he can buy from the side shop, but back behind the tower. And the Illuminate spam will keep pushing the creep wave under too. Lanham's coming down as well. So they leave Ramses alone. The fact that No One has come back to the mid lane.
Middle tower is drowning.
I mean No One as in No One from VG Gaming, not No One, No One. You can, yeah, I just thought I'd clarify. Like, they know No One starts its TP out, stuns way too far away.
He went to base too. He went to go just pick up his treads. I think he wants to go back to bottom.
Paparazzi, he's in trouble. Maledict, he knows he has to start regenerating and regenerating quickly. And he goes out to the shrine, so he has to go all the way home mid lane. He will fall. Ori able to get the Dream Coil off, and then Young 11 just doing his work.
They're moving very well around the map, and like you said, I did like the point that you made, is 11 is pretty much strictly just playing this jungle and response game on the TPs, and they're giving so much focus onto Fenrir to get that farm on top.
But you were saying it in game 2, right? Like, it's always better when the Batrider is able to gain space, and VG game, they didn't work out in game 2 how to give him that level of space, but in game 3, there's a lot better time. Bottom lane, they're going up to No One again, the snowball will protect, and they, underneath the tower, Ori has the damage. And they have the kill on the gyro. He's actually he's hitting 5k net worth 9 minutes into this game on Ori.
Early Blink Dagger on both Batrun and the Puck. They can really start to shut down Ramses a lot if he shows his face as the Broodmother.
I'm loving this deep push on top. Like, Fenrir has been like working so hard to ensure this top tower took a while. And with the Jakiro as well as the Chen, you expect the tower to fall very quickly. And prioritizing Liquid Fire Pasha, a 3-0-4 build, you know he was looking just to force down buildings. That's why the panel was like, they're playing a quick pace game, right? It's gonna be push, push, push.
They don't want this game to go too late versus Terrorblade.
The question is, can they just defend? Because right now, they're technically trading tier 1 for tier 1. The mid-tier 1 tower could potentially fall shortly after. But they just don't know where to fight. Like, Paparazzi's has gone jungle. Alright, so Jakiro is going to come to mid and finish the job on the tier 1 tower there. Solo and Roger under the cover of smoke, also looking for the opportunity. The Patriot has gone jungle. He's so close to the Blink Dagger. He doesn't want to die now. They'll rotate in. The Observer Ward's down. They don't see him on the other face. Now the ping does come. Batrider, he needs friends. He needs help. The Maledict, the paralyzing cast, won't bounce back down from the Centaur. So 11 has a fighting chance to move up and away. The Maledict, that last tick, the raindrop protect, goodbye.
With that medallion plus penitence, way too much from the clicks coming out, just from even a Witch Doctor.
10-minute Blink Dagger for Ori. With Veil.
Absurdly farmed. And
he's got the 4-4 too.
Yeah. And it's going to be a Ramses is going a Orchid, so he is going to try to punish that Puck. I mean, he can kill any of the heroes on the map when he does have it.
Why am I just waiting for Paparazzi just to sunder a target with his current life trigger metamorphosis? Kill. Ori back in again. Got a 2-man silence. Actually jaunted out to the lane. And rightly so. Is this around the time too where VGD is planning a ward around where Ramses is farming? Do they get that deep dire Observer Ward? Must work smoke gank and then leave the wards behind.
Probably when they have the blink finished as well as with the lasso skilled on 11, then they can start playing a bit more aggressively. Right now though, they're on the full defensive stance. Looking at their wards, they're just really trying to play in that reactive kind of movement. Ori can be a little bit more with his movements, but the rest of them, they're just trying to farm up. They don't want to take to VP's lineup. This time though, it is different. No one is not the priority this game. As well, the last two, he was just giving all the stacks, all the farm as possible on this gyrocopter. Now he's a bit more limited. It's all going to be about Ramses.
Yep. Ramses become the big man. Pasha to continue to add the pressure. Bottom. And they're coming bottom, Paparazzi, he is very low. They need a good stun on him. Chain it off before he can get that Sunder. Paparazzi snowballed in. He's pushed back down the cliff. The paralysis made it impossible. Death Ward gets cancelled thanks to the Walrus Punch, but the damage with the macro. Ori, he's starting to burn. He has phase shift available. He's going to use it and then jaunt back up. Looking to get the regeneration. Solo chasing in deeper too. Lanham cannot stick around. He's got defensive shards available. Phase shift doesn't actually dodge the dual breath. So difficult with the double pulse from it. And the paralyzing cast. Maybe VP going deeper. Solo doesn't get caught by the shards. It would have given a chance for young 11 to get that potential pick.
Did Ori misclick there? He blinked on top of himself.
I'd love to see the replay if we can then. Production team.
I'm not sure if he was just trying to like disjoint, but he did blink right on top of himself. It actually got him killed, and that's a big net worth. It's Pasha getting quite a lot from that kill and finding a regen rune bottom now, so they can continue this aggression that they've been doing.
Bottom tower
that's a very costly mistake.
Yeah, BG Gaming, they can't afford those. We had the advantage. It was just shy of 3k gold advantage. The battling for the wards. The experience actually levels. It's almost a flat 0 right now. 800 for the gold.
They're able to get the two biggest cores side of Vici.
They're going to 4-man smoke gank. They need to make the most out of this Puck. She's still got the Dream Core to work with.
Highest net worth in all programs since TI5 on this Puck.
I am not surprised at all.
No,
and they're coming to the bottom lane. They want to try and fight. They got two perfect heroes, Solo and Pasha. Paparazzi, he was the bait at the beginning. Paralyzing cast will cause problems, but it won't matter when Ori can bring in such high levels of damage. 5 heroes from BG Gaming committed for this.
They get the pressure on with the first meta. They're gonna with this meta down bottom. They're gonna be able to put a lot of damage on the tower, and they're gonna be able to put some aggressive wards down.
Yep, Gyro's looking for a rebuttal. He's forcing in the top lane as quick as they possibly can. So let's have a quick look at this fight once more.
VP is doing Roche at the moment, but it doesn't look to be contested, so we can take a glance at this replay.
Yep. So Ori stands his ground in the middle of the entire fight. You already blinked it to start it, and then, yeah, jump away, jaunt away, and that's the end of the fight.
This is the one where I think he blinked on top of himself. Yeah, he just blinked right there. He blinked right on top of himself when Solo was hitting him. I think he would have gotten away.
Quick key. Now we can come back to live right now. Bahasa under attack. As VG Gaming, they were forcing in the bottom lane. The call down was committed by the gyrocopter. And VG underneath the Radiant Shrine were ready to fight. They want to go for more. Lasso is not available, but they can just jump into Solo, making the most of all this magical pop. Solo cannot run away. And VG, real great positioning, fighting just in front of the shrine, so there was no way for VP to get the regeneration and away from the tier 2 tower.
Yeah, Pasha speed right in the middle of all of them there, and they were taking the rush, so that did seem like they kind of wanted to contest it, but they also wanted to do that distraction to make sure that the Broodmother could get that Aegis.
Yep, and she does have that, but what do you now do with this? Like, you just lost your tier 2 tower. It seems like VG are the ones being aggressive with the Blink Daggers arriving on the Batrider. More items on the way too, 4 staffs. I can't wait to see what we see from Ori as his next primary item. Oh, silence. Oh, that wasn't what he planned. You also have to maybe the next one, and 4-staff is there from Fenrir. He's got so much money on this Coddle, and this is why you go 4-staff instead of backing his first on Coddle?
Yeah. The GH rule is what it seems to be. And he's also gone for a Glimmer Cape as well to protect himself versus that Broodmother. A lot of it is on Ramses now to find those pickoffs around the map, to either find the Coddle, find any single hero that's just by themselves.
I really expected more damage to be done by VP. Like, you've only taken 2 tier 1 towers in this game. You've got only one of the tier 2 towers below 50%.
Bottom lane.
Oh, they found him. They found the gyrocopter. Support is there in the form of Solo, but I don't know if he really wants to be here. Paralyzing Cask will come out, and at least VG at bay for the moment as the send back.
Having these early double blinks is putting a lot of pressure on VP. Even if they have gotten that Aegis, they don't have that group up that they want to take versus VG because of how farmed this puck is.
And Ori's going to keep going. You see him instantly just firing up the pass with the Yule Scepter. When that Orchid gets revealed, Ramses is going to go in for his BKB. The next item, make that Broodmother a nice team fighter. Give him something so he can battle under all the magical pop. Because the physical damage is still lacking. It's coming for Paparazzi, but it's still on the way.
He just wants to continue playing as 4 as much as possible to give Paparazzi the space to farm.
They're going to fight this regeneration rune for Ori. Ramsey is farming on the cliff side, but it won't help you when they jump in. The Dream Coil will connect, and Ramsey, he actually protects his Broodlings by sending them away. Aegis Immortal is what pops, so VG Gaming, they seem to be happy with this. They're on the way out. Homing Missile is chasing after 11. They need to try and get rid of that damn thing, but it won't happen. He's up on the hill and fine.
There isn't good catch for VP on the side of VP. They don't, it's pretty much like a cask. They don't have great ways to actually lock heroes down unless they're right on top of them. Once they've got higher levels of Ice Path and once they have the Yule Scepter on Pasha, then they have good ways to actually keep people stunned and locked down inside those fights.
Hand of God being used so Chen doesn't lose his army to Ori. And Ori's for the time of his life. He keeps finding regeneration runes everywhere too.
Yeah. All
these activation runes and their action runes just because VP can't control the river. Every time they want to come over, they just don't know if they're going to get jumped on. Like, Pasha's attempting with the Ice Path, but until he has something like a Yules, he can't even set that up.
Yep.
And actually, I don't even know if he can, if he, like, with the Blink Daggers, you Yules, you throw down the Ice Path, but can you grab him?
They're really going to need that Yule Scepter to get any of those pickoffs. Yules plus BKB, then they can actually look to start taking some fights. The double BKB on both No One as well as Ramses, but Ichi look to be in a very comfortable position here. They're making all the space in the world for Paparazzi to get massive, and we've seen what these Terror Blades can do.
Yeah. Actually interesting to watch that shift of net worth too. So the puck is obviously looking for the fights while you have Paparazzi farming up. This has allowed the Broodmother to overtake. Obviously the Brood's going to do that anyway, just because Ramses is owning the mid lane as far as farm goes. Maybe not so much when he feeds that many Spiderlings to the Keeper of the Light. That actually just went to buying up the point booster.
Fenrir did get like almost all of them there during that push, during that counter push.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Orchid on Ancient.
Yep.
Just farm.
You've already got the Yule Scepter on the puck, so now there's a way around it. So there's 96 spiders have been killed in the space of 18 minutes.
That's close to their whole gold advantage.
Batrider's on the hunt. No Radiant Observer Wards in this area, so they're accepting the fact they're losing their tier 1 tower up on top, and then Blink Lasso catching Roger. They want to kill off this Chen nice and efficiently. Ice Path difficult. Rolling boulder. It's going to be Lanham going in deep. Snowball, sorry. That Dream Coil at the fighting light. A perfect three-man stun. Ramsey's on the run. Reflections there. Pasha turn this fight around with a nice Ice Path into the Death Ward. With the Mallet combination, it's so much damage, but VP, they're still so far behind in this game. And VG is so far in front. 4 heroes down. The Gyro is on the run. Ori, the Blink Dagger, is still on cooldown for him. That bloody Harpy was causing problems.
That was,
so they still take the fight.
That was so sick by Fenrir and Ori, that combination play. They also even end up getting the Broodmother on the back lines because she didn't have the BKB finish, so the Flame Break by 11 was able to take her down. That was such perfect coordination.
There was no time to even react to it. The second that Dream Coil snaps, so the Blinding Light. Now that's a fight we can watch again.
That was perfect, like literally just absolutely perfect the way it hit. It hit right in the middle of them, so it pushed them all into different directions. Ramses gets pushed onto the high ground. There's no way that they can counteract that this time around. All
right, let's see it. Let's see it. So the jump in, Ori waits. The big group up, the fresh TP in from Solo, and then boom and boom.
Like, actually, so perfect.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
This is why VG Gaming is still like the score doesn't really reflect the run they've had during this competition. Like, they're still a bloody good team. Pasha, Dream Coil, he'll snap it himself with his own 4-star. And the lasso, okay. They really want to bring down this Jakiro. He takes a lot to kill off, and Ramses, they just wait forward. The Hand of God gives him a little extra life. Pasha, he's still ticking out to the Flame Break. He makes it on the last tick. He has 3 stacks of sticky napalm on him in the Flame Break. Thanks to the buff, however many patches to go, there's enough damage to get the kill.
Full Aghanim is finished on Roger. He's been spending a lot of the time farming in this game, as they aren't really actually able to group up and take advantage versus Vici. He just is prioritizing having that Ags.
Kind of surprising that he's managed to find that much when they're still trying to give more over to no one and the Broodmother. Like, where is all this space coming from on the map?
It's also because the Pasha's died 4 times now, so he's been giving all that space because of how much time he's been dead off the map.
Ari's gone full assassination build.
The Dagon.
It's the Dagon.
He can actually find pickoffs pretty easily on quite a lot of the heroes on VG.
Yep. VG's getting so many answers to control. Like another Yule Scepter is on the way for the Batrider.
Yep. So
this Orc pick up from the Broodmother is very ineffective. A quick blink before the Ice Path can connect. Again, another very Telegraph style stun, just like the Nyx from before.
This time VP is under a hell of a lot of pressure. The last 2 games, they had vision almost everywhere across the map. This time, look at that. They've got both their wards just playing around the mid lane. Just absolutely defensive.
Terrorblade getting so huge.
Yeah. BKB already finished up. Now Paparazzi can get involved inside the fights.
Quick blink. Ari's away. No one's not going to get anything from this just yet. And they smoke up, but they're underneath that Radiant Observer ward, so VP very well aware of VG's intentions. And they're doing a full wraparound. They're hoping for a target. This is why Broodmother and the Black Dragons are on the other side, so they break it. Up they jump. Blink Lasso, find the target on the Broodmother. He did get his BKB off, so they don't have the damage just yet. Paparazzi, he's got Sunder available, but needs a good target not to get silenced as they're waiting for it. His own BKB swaps life with Ramses, and Ramses Wish Doctor doesn't support either because he's gone down. No one's BKB protects him, but there was no follow-up damage. They wait inside the snowball as the Orb from Ori. He'll jump in further forward. So much damage. Such great coordination from VG. Roger goes down. Pasha will join him. No! The send back from Chen will end up saving.
They've got no way to keep their targets in one position. As soon as the BKB gets popped by Paparazzi especially, they've got no way to just focus fire that Terrorblade down. Having that minimal catch is really punishing them right on Vici constantly with this aggression. They just jump in the back lines. Solo dies instantly in that fight as a Witch Doctor.
Yep.
A prize.
It's one of the few games when Solo is not like, well, he was the instigator on the bottom lane time and time again in the first 5 minutes, but after Ori started his rotations, then this game has just changed. It's all going the way of VG Gaming.
Quite scary now for VP. This Coddle is getting bigger and bigger, halfway to that Aghanim Scepter level 15.
20 seconds till Roshan. Then we're going to have that time who will get the better engagement, who will have the better fight. You got a long time for Paparazzi before he's got the Metamorphosis back up again. But then again, could VP even slip in and take Roshan? Obviously, the Broodmother is very powerful to do it, but up against the Batrider, up against already a superior team fighter, VG.
It is going to be very scary. They don't have these clear-cut initiators on the side of VP either. Like in most of their situations, they do have somebody who can start the fight. Now, it's Vici having just much better heroes for that. With the Puck and the Batrider, VP's like, they just have to kind of walk in and make the fight happen through that. And they have to sheer sustain it through Vici's lineup.
And they've got the better vision game too. Yeah. Oh. The Shards solo, Pasha will force off him up the hill, but it's 11 who's picked up the Gem of Truth. They see so much and again, it's Solo. But what they focus on, he avoids the cooldown, he avoids the ice path. The Shards will hold Solo in position once more. Paralyzing Cask, holding, 11, Roshan, they're best buddies until the Dream Call. No one BKBs up, 11 wants to get the hell out of there, it won't happen yet. Equally protected, jumps up, and VG, they're on the retreat. Blinding Light makes it difficult for VP to keep following up, and maybe with the BK being nope, the Yos have to send him up, and more force up. Keep retreating, the shard block, VP, they can't even walk around, and they can door breath. Lanham, another snowball protection, that'll help him for a moment. You'll have to wait the maximum amount of time, goes back into it, he is kind of lost to the world of the living. 11 wants the grab, he doesn't have the lasso available anymore, but they're all getting out. They're mana leaking on the ancient columns. Just stick away from Roshan when a paralyzing cask is there. That control time was just so long in 11.
Defensive force depth, defensive glimmers. Everything coming out there from Vici, pulling themselves away from that bad fight that could have turned against them. The BKBs now are on cooldown for VP though. A little bit of a peak for Vici to look for an engagement. They even have a DD inside of Paparazzi's bottle. Well, Ori's bottle, but Paparazzi has it. BKB meta as well. They could actually look for the roast themselves with those BKBs on cooldown from VP.
Possible. Double damage Metamorphosis, yeah, why not?
Well, their Tusk respawns at least.
Bring the Sigil into the fight.
They've got the gem, as you were mentioning, on 11, so they can clear out all the vision that VP does have, and you see him running around right now for him.
It is kind of crazy too, the fact that 11 was able to survive through all of this. Because if he did go down, that it wasn't just him dying, it was the fact that Gem of True Sight would have been lost. An Arcane Rune for the Terrorblade. Alright, life's getting even easier right now for Vich. And the jump, Batrider doesn't find his right target. Ice Path, dual breath, Fenrir wants to help out. Blinding Light Force all the way. A quick defensive Yorstepper and Puck goes in deep. The Paralyzing Cast not doing enough, but it's all about the Terrorblade. Stander on the cliffside, bounding towards Roger. He has enough damage for him. Ramsey did pick up the Tusker in the back, however, and the Dream Coil. No, it's too much. Paparazzi gets so much damage with that DD rune. I don't even know why VP want to stick around trying to fight this one, but they don't have a choice. When they get sharded in like that, they want to go deeper. Pasha, Ramsey's the Sunder. It just cripples him so hard. The last two onto no one. There's no way to fight back. There's no real control. There's no real answer to these VG cores. And now they can go and do Roshan under no stress.
Yep. Oh god. Yeah, DD does wear out, but they do have the damage to clear this one out with the remainder of the meta. Again, though, they tried to do the combo there again instantly. As soon as the coil goes down, Fenrir throws down the blinding light. They almost connected it on 3 heroes again. It just seems like VP's unable to actually keep on a single target here from Vici because of all the defensive plays coming out. The Force Staff, the Snowball, the Glimmer.
He actually burned the Hand of God to try and keep the Black Dragon alive. That's the level of desperation you're kind of feeling, Pasha. Macropire through Roshan for the shards. Damn, Lanham, just so good. The snowball up, they want to go towards the Witch Doctor. Solo just being flipped like a pancake. He'll take a fall, and VP, they're clutching at straws to try and stop this. And GG, well played indeed. VG Gaming, they turn it around in the best of 5 grand final. They'll claim game 3 and avoid it. VP in sweep.
Ori played like a beast this game. Absolutely ridiculous puck performance. Only 1 death, 4-1 and 17, 260 last hits by the 27-minute mark. I'm very surprised how well he actually did versus